go ahead. Roger, we're set in. That's it, security set up. Over. Roger, we're gonna start now. Air 3 station 52, southwest arrival on station. Request their rep.
Yeah, prepare to copy my grid.
Send it.
Whiskey Delta 91430. Break 52903.
Behind the sacks, there is ammunition.
Hey, Sergeant Byrne. They're getting ammunition from the house right now.
Three is 3-6, go ahead and move down. Roger, we're moving. Over. It's good copy, 3-6 out.
We're not going to get any closer standing here.
333 is 3-6. Whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and push up.
Hey, let's roll out.
Come on!
3632, I need you down here now, over.
Go, start calling a 914. Right now. Hey, we need to pick these guys up. Roger. These guys up and move them. Let's go. Grab that weapon. Coleman, I need you to stop his bleeding as soon as I got it. Let's go, boys. Move. Move. Move.
Let's get the head count.
Keep going, brother.
Max
Almost there. Almost there.
7.
Keep going.
Still got, keep moving.
Keep going, guys.
Smith.
Keep going.
Keen.
Almost there.
Let's go all the way up. Fuck, I'm missing one.
Go. Where's he at? LT, stay in the middle.
Hey, spread out, all right? Spread out. Stay spread. And wait, if he shoots it again, he only gets one of them. Stay spread. Fuck.
We're pretty much in an L shape right now, over.
Okay, Roger, just make sure we keep that right flank security. We got guys flanking hard on your right flank.
Roger, I copy, guys flanking hard on our flank.
Roger, you're about to get the brunt of it, over.
Come on. All right, then, let's go. Go.
Get online.
Contact! Saw's on the flex right. Immediately flex right. Right there. Get that saw up. Ceasefire. Hold up. Everybody stop. Hey!
Index. End of exercise.
We gotta figure something out on that.
Are you missing a lens?
Huh?
Yeah, I got my dark eye pro on me. Well, I mean, on your glasses, are you missing a lens? Yeah.
You missing a lens?
He is, yeah. I can see out of this one more than I can this one. That you're firing at?
How'd you lose the lens?
My glasses were already broken, and when I was getting my dark eye pro out on the movement to contact last iteration, it fell out.
So we're talking a week and a half ago.
Roger.
Goodness gracious, Barber. Would you have other glasses that you wear at home?
Negative.
So now you're missing a lens. It means when you go back to civilian life, you're still going to be missing a lens, right?
Yes, Sergeant.
Gosh, man. This isn't a military thing, guys. This is individual things. You have to fucking correct that. Like your own self. You have to be like, hey, when I go back, I'm only going to have one lens. I got work. I got other things. I got to drive. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, Sergeant.
Like, I shouldn't have to preach to you guys how to be grown men. And that's what this conversation is just teaching you how to be a grown man. It has nothing to do with military. Gentlemen, nobody's going to fucking care about you more than you. So if you don't care about you, and we're not tracking on it, we're not going to push you because we don't know. Make sense? All right. What happened with Barber at training, I mean, is unacceptable, but for me as a leader, it's something that I have to correct. Being a citizen soldier, we all have our civilian obligations that we have in addition to our military duties. For instance, on this last deployment myself, I was a marketing director. Colt Floyd was a combatives and weapons instructor. Damon Lehan was the x-ray tech at a hospital. Jared Colson was a correctional officer. Michael Prince was a police officer. He was the first canine officer of his precinct. Tyler Brown was a mechanic. So you have this whole group of diverse individuals who, on the civilian side, are doing regular, normal, everyday stuff, and now 6 months later, they're on the side of a mountain fighting alongside each other in some of the worst conditions that you can think of. What's up, man? So today I'm getting together with Colt Floyd and Tyler Brown, which are two guys that I deployed with back in 2011. I'm gonna throw some burgers on. You guys want some brats too?
Absolutely.
Right. For me, one thing that I always felt like that I got in for was to deploy at some point in time. So then to have an opportunity to get on this one with the Guard seemed like kind of a natural thing.
And I don't think it still really hit me. You know, we're actually going on deployment, going to Afghanistan, gonna be in some tough stuff, and even up to Shelby. And my impression of Shelby when we got there was just like, you gotta be kidding me. You know,
It's gonna get us ready for war.
yeah, this is gonna get us ready for war.
Hattiesburg is just a tad bit different from Afghanistan and Lagman province.
Poquito. just a little.
Let's take away the mountains, it was the same.
Take away the mountains. It was the exact same thing.
Fire, go ahead and engage your target. Engage your target.
Camp Shelby sucked for the terrain aspect, but we had a lot of time to really build that platoon relationship, you know, amongst ourselves.
That's where the whole bond starts. Right there, you know, Shelby. That's where it really all started.
Set him down, Pete, go, set him down.
I remember one day Sergeant Wolf had everybody grab LT Lehan and dunk him in the mud as an introductory to being 1st Platoon's platoon leader.
Lehan's still smiling.
Oh, get him, Pete, get him.
All right, everybody down.
Just the way that LT Lehan handled that really personified the camaraderie we would have and the brotherhood that would be necessary to get to the deployment.
Welcome to 1st Platoon, sir.
Yeah, I'd say Lehan helped me the most because I felt kind of lost first coming in. My first drill with you guys was in January, right before we left. The next thing I remember is us being told, hey, we're only taking 2 platoons to Najil, and we ended up going in way undermanned.
This being my first deployment, I definitely looked up to several individuals for leadership and guidance. LT Lehan was one of them, Sergeant Eric Wolf, and Sergeant Colson. Sergeant Colson wasn't your typical leader. Tons of experience and the most absurd appetite Dude always had food.
15 years I've been doing this. I've been through a lot of fucking life experiences that shape the way I look at things, that change my outlook, my views, my perspectives, the way I problem solve. That's one thing that the Guard is able to do very effectively. We're able to look at things practically and not just according to a manual. Does that make sense? We'd heard that we were going to be walking into a firestorm in Najil. We'd heard stories about Najil. We'd heard it was a hot area. So we were prepared. We were prepared to walk into a shitstorm.
Cobb Najil, our new home for the next 10, 11 months. So I'll never forget 4 o'clock in the morning hits and they start their call to prayer, and that's all you could hear. It was just silent other than that. And that was kind of freaky. The first full day, we would have our first mission to go to the cell tower. We quickly learned that the cell towers would be a huge focus point for the Taliban.
I had sat down with the outgoing platoon leader. He told me time and time again, he's like, they're out there. You get to this point, you're gonna get hit. You get to that point, you're gonna get hit. And you just kind of have this eerie feeling like you're being watched.
The enemy maneuver pretty quick on those mountains. They've been running those mountains for years and years. They could have high ground on you in a pretty quick time, and that's pretty scary.
How much further do we got?
See, right up there. Come on, you got about 200 meters.
Nobody shot at us. It was just hot as shit, and that was it. Hold on. I feel like I'm about to puke.
Yeah, well, welcome to Afghanistan. You good to make it up to that cell tower?
Yeah, I'll make it.
All right. Sip water, sip some water.
All right.
It's just so mountainous. It's so mountainous. Everywhere is up. Everywhere you walk is up.
We went back to the Cobb and had tacos or whatever we had that day and wrapped it up and called it a night.
It was a good amount of time where it was just dead, nothing. We go out on patrols, no traffic for almost a good month.
Get close. Get close to him. Get on. Come on. Points down. Whoa. Alex and his new pet monkey. He's cleaning your head. My bugs on my hair. Yeah.
They were watching us. They made us feel comfortable, and maybe we got too comfortable.
Hey, that monkey really likes you. How long do you think it takes to get it on my neck?
I may or may not have been commentating a little bit. Okay, so we're back here live on location. Lieutenant Lee here.
This is good. Hold us.
We got Prince on station.
Yeah. Let's blow this fight in position.
Go. Who didn't pull the pin?
Still there. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I got one more. Let's do it.
What's your assessment on this, Prince?
I like it. I'm having fun.
All right.
Come on. Really?
For that first month, everything was silent. We didn't see the enemy. We didn't hear the enemy. It felt like it was just my brothers and me alone in the mountains. You know, war is boring until it's punctured by these moments of heart-stopping terror. July 11th, It's a date that I'll never forget. The main element was going to do a key leader engagement just south of Tilly. We were selected to do the overwatch position for that mission.
Punisher base 3-6. Be advised, SP time now. Got 1-3 US packs. Over.
Alpha spread out.
Hey, don't bunch it up back there. Keep your distance.
In Afghanistan, the one thing that was very important is to always maintain the high ground.
It's hard to get high ground in Afghanistan because in that country, there's always higher ground.
Hey, keep your distance.
Typically, that higher ground is occupied by the enemy.
Head to the swivel, guys.
We moved into our OP position. There wasn't shit for cover and concealment.
2-1 Alpha for 2-1. Be advised. Our element is in position. I'll copy over.
We would do key leader engagements with the village leaders or the elders. St. Lehan would have us all stay back. I would even stay back, and I'm always by his side.
There's Lehan crossing.
All right, let's stay alert.
Keep your eyes peeled.
He'd be the one walking up to that key leader and introducing himself to let them know that we're here, we're friends, we want to get the Taliban out of the area.
Looks like Lehan's wrapping up.
Basically, our mission was to come meet with the village mayor, link up with him, see what kind of actions have been going on as far as Taliban and any insurgency. So we came out, I talked to him, asked him for things that he may need for the village. He told us he needed security, and it developed from there that they had some suspicious-looking people that he did not know well that were living within their village.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add, sir? All right. Appreciate you doing.
Bravo 7 needs lead 201 miles to get all these people hiding. Main elements preparing to exfil and exfil, and then once we get those hides complete, then we'll turn around and roll in.
Yo, you hear that?
Hear what?
Where the fuck did that come from?
Contact! Get out! Get out! Hey, he's coming from the other side of the river. Lion, you good? Gore, you good?
Oh! Get over here! Hey! Contact! Over here!
What went through my mind was, holy shit, that's a machine gun. And I just threw my stuff down, hit the ground, started returning fire.
We started taking fire from 3 different points on the high ground. Mountains, 3 different angles.
Hey, right there on top of that big spur.
That draw right there.
That's the first time I heard this sound. Bullets are impacting this giant boulder. And it becomes immediately clear that I'm not being guarded by the rock, I'm guarding the rock.
Fragments chipping away in front of our faces.
Damn, where does that come from?
Hey, I'm in a bad spot. Hey, I gotta move.
It was very clear at that point that we were kind of sitting ducks and we needed to move. LT Brown spotted a kind of a courtyard that was down the mountain. The problem was just a straight run and a prayer down a mountain that offered no protection.
Hey, listen, we gotta bound back, all right?
LT just looks at us and he goes, when I say go, go.
Hey, pick out a spot. Know where you're going before you get up. As soon as we start shooting, go, all right? All right.
Hey, cover us.
I got you covered, go.
Go.
Go now, move it, let's go. Let's go, Bravo. Let's go. Bravo set.
I had the other guys move first, and I was the last one to go. And I already had a rock picked out before I got up.
Hey, I'm moving back.
The rounds were just flying by us left and right. a round just went right by my face.
I'm set! 2727 is 36. Hey, we're about halfway back to you, all right?
We finally made it to cover. Everybody was okay. And while the guys were laying out fire, I was calling back to the cop, trying to work in air support.
5 seconds. Ooh, that was quick. Hey, bombs inbound.
Yeah!
Damn, Viper 1-6, Viper 1-6, that's a good impact. Break, Hector 2-4-28.
It was definitely life or death. I mean, there was no way we were getting out of that situation any other way outside of the air support. LT Brown's leadership ability was really telling at that point. Here he is, a young second lieutenant. He had no more war experience than most of us, but yet when he spoke, there was no question. We all knew that he had made the decision, and that's what we were gonna do.
You know, it definitely changed everybody right then and there within a matter of seconds.
Later on in the deployment, we would patrol that area. We would patrol that road. And I would look back on that high ground, that OP that we had occupied, and I thought to myself, how the fuck did none of us get waxed that day? You know what I mean? How did none of us die? It was either sheer coincidence, luck, divine providence, however you want to look at it, but somebody should have died that day. Somebody should have died. And if the tables were turned, if it was us that occupied those high ground positions, we would have waxed every single one of them. After that, all hell just broke loose.
The Mayo Valley was okay until you got to a certain point. And as soon as you hit Candiera Parmawana, you know, you knew shit was gonna hit the fan.
We were heading to that area to get them to come out and fight. Up to that point, we were having a hard time identifying where these guys were shooting from.
Where's it at? Call it out! Call it out!
At first, it was only small arms fire, and then an RPG hits the turret with my platoon sergeant in it.
Oh, shit! That was right over my head. Hey, I just received fire from our split clock. Right on my head. Come on! Oh, shit!
Sergeant Burns' turret in his vehicle was blown to shreds.
They call it over the radio, you know, we think his arms broke, the turret's off the truck.
Move it, let's go!
So we get called out to plus them up and provide extra security. By the time that we got out to their position, bombs had already been dropped to defuse the situation. And at that time, Lieutenant Brown had got the call from command to do a BDA, a battle damage assessment.
2-1 Bravo, 3-6.
Go for 2-1 Bravo.
Hey, 2-1 Bravo. You with your 2-6 element, I need you guys to push up and conduct a BDA where that bomb just hit.
Hey, Roger, 3-6, get covered. 2-1 Bravo out.
3-6, 2-1 Alpha, over.
That's 3-6, go ahead.
Roger, be advised, we're Oscar Mike, over.
Roger that, I need you guys to hurry as fast as possible.
Roger.
We found the best route we could up the mountain. It was rugged terrain.
Better hurry up before we get our truck blown up.
There's always a sense of urgency. Just think about those trucks being stopped. I mean, immediately they're soft targets.
It was just a matter of time, I felt, before an RPG was just gonna rip through the side of the vehicle.
That corn is way too close for my comfort, brother. There's something moving in that cornfield, man.
All right, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled.
What's that? That was an RPG. Rear vehicle just took an RPG. Right beside him.
Fuck.
We don't those guys down here now!
2-1 Bravo, 2 Bravo, 3-6. 3-6, copy 2-1 Bravo. Hey, be advised, we're under heavy contact down here. I need you guys to hurry up. Roger, we're moving out now.
We gotta move. We gotta move. We can't stay here. I can't. Move forward, move forward. Move forward! From that cornfield right there. Hey, who's above us? Hey, driver, move! Move!
Sir, how are we getting down?
Contact! Contact! Where's it?
Shh, hey, shut up. Let's move down in that ravine right there. Reconsolidate from there, Roger? Yeah, Roger. All right, get you guys.
Yeah, I'm out! I need more rounds. I need another full ammo. There runs an RPG right beside us. RPG, damn it!
Roger, I'm relaying this is a serious kick. We need air support like an hour ago, over.
Oh, fuck me!
We ran into about a 35-foot drop-off, just straight down, straight drop-off.
There was only one way that we were going to leave that mountain, and that was jumping down this cliff.
We gotta go down that?
There's enemy combatants on the other side of this ridge over here firing down on the bill. We gotta go down.
Okay. How are we gonna do that?
We gotta shed our gear.
The whole time we were sitting there, rounds are just coming off left and right, but there's no way we were leaving until we got those guys down.
There's muzzle flashes coming from all over that fucking cornfield.
They're jammed again. I hate this thing. Shit. Sat around crack over my head and this thing's jammed. It's jammed. Hey, Sergeant Byrne, it's jammed.
Hey, take it easy.
Take it slow.
Hey,
Shit.
It's not fucking moving! Why the fuck is this piece of shit not working? Fuck it.
You good?
I'm good. You all right? It's fucked up, dude.
Hey, everybody good?
Yeah.
Any broken bones?
No.
All right, come on, let's go.
361 Bravo, we have all made it down the cliff and suited back up. We're now headed back toward your direction, toward the truck on the road. I'll copy.
Air support's on their way. Here come the birds.
3-7, this is 3-4 Delta. They are inbound.
Fuck yeah. Air support this bitch. Well, you know, that's what happens when people shoot at you. Fuck.
2 Bravo, what's your location? Roger, we're coming up right behind you in the truck right now.
Roger, Chief, maybe hurry up a little bit. You guys kind of taking your sweet time. Over.
Roger that, 3-2. I'm trying to get back to Taco Tuesday as well. I'll copy.
Yeah, Roger, straight it out.
We all made it. We all made it off the cliff.
I remember thinking after I came home, I swore to myself I was never gonna climb another flight of fucking stairs for the rest of my life. I was gonna take the elevator everywhere I went just because I was so damn tired of climbing.
When I commissioned, I had 2 contracts sitting in front of me, the Fires Brigade and the Infantry Brigade. So I'm sitting across the desk from the female that was there, and she's like, all right, you get 10 grand to go to the Fires Brigade, but you have to give it up to go to the Infantry Brigade. And that was the first time I'd heard that I had to give up my bonus, and I was like, gosh, dang. But I wanted to go to Ranger School, so, you know, I picked infantry.
Looking back on it now, like, do you ever think to yourself, I should have took the 10 grand?
No, never, man. I don't regret giving that up, not 1 second. I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
On the morning of August 14th, we were set on a mission to do convoy security for a support company.
Our mission was to move supplies up to Allengar District Center along Route Iowa.
All red elements, all red elements. Let's go ahead and move out. We have been cleared to continue mission over.
On the way to the fob, we had some intense talks in that truck. I remember Lieutenant Lehan telling us that he got off the phone with his daughter, I believe the night before, that her pet passed away, and so he was dealing with that, and he wanted to be there to help with his daughter and give her the support.
Hey, you guys, what are you up to? I'm in a truck, Army truck. Anyways, I thought I'd give you guys a video, just say hi, and I miss you guys. Love you. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.
On the way up to Allengar District Center, we had no issues. No sights, no true intel of any possible IEDs being set up.
The IED threat was always there for us. Just anticipating that detonation on your truck.
We arrived at the Allengar DC on time. Echo Company offloaded their trucks.
Unloading took a little bit longer than we thought, and we really needed to get out, so Lieutenant Lehan decided that we were going to be lead vehicle.
Hey, Ethan, it's Daddy. Just thought I'd say hi. Hi, Ethan. Hi, Ethan. Love you, buddy. All right, keep him on hill. Love you.
Being the first in the convoy, me and Lieutenant Lehan would dismount, do our checks on certain areas. If something didn't look right, we would just get out, check it. Then if it was good, we'd get back in and drive off.
Red 1, this is Red 7. Need to go ahead and hold the convoy, break. Hold on. Go ahead and get your dismounts out. We need to go ahead and start clearing the route for IEDs. Break.
Let's see. How are you? I walk behind us. There you go.
Report anything out of the ordinary back up to me, and I will relay to Red 6 and up to battalion
number. See anything? Okay. Just garbage? Yeah.
Roger, Red 1, I copy, route to clear. Let's go ahead and load up the dismount and continue on with mission.
Lehan, we good to start moving?
They start going. Good. He's got room, sir. He's good.
Bravo 7, 01 Mike to get all these people hiding. But we can get another hide system at our location, over.
Trying to get some speed to get up the hill. Hey, driver, when you stop, man, you gotta try to be aware of your surroundings.
Red 6, Red 6.
IED. That's the number 1, Vic.
Red 6, Red 6. This is Red 7, over. Red 6, Red 6. This is Red 7, over. Red 6, Red 6. This is Red 7, over. Dismount, so I'm getting negative response from Red 6.
We were all buckled in, hanging upside down, trying to think to yourself what just happened. And we kept screaming for Lieutenant Lehan, and we weren't hearing anything. You know, you just knew.
We got guys down.
It's clear. Hey, we need the medics. Can't breathe. They're coming right now. Medic, Lehan, stop responding.
Anywhere else hurt? Your chest, your fucking, your arms, legs.
X-ray, this is 2-3. Hey, X-ray, this is 2-3. Get his fucking kid off.
The noise of that IED going off sounded like no other explosion I'd ever heard before. I tried 4 or 5 times, if not more, to try to raise his truck on the radio.
Red 6, this is Red 7, over. Negative contact, Red 7 out.
All I ever got back was static.
One thing that sticks to me about Damon was just his smirk. No matter what was going on, good or bad, he always smirked.
All right, everybody down. Smile for the camera. Smile for the camera.
Welcome to First Platoon, sir.
All right.
He was truly irreplaceable. He was the glue that kept us together. I would say we were best friends. I had to cram all those emotions down deep inside to continue on the mission.
The memorial service for LT Lehan was going to be at Meadowlawn. It was about a 3-4 hour drive. We wanted to make sure that we were there so we could pay our respects to an incredible leader.
I think we were almost halfway down there, and I'm in the lead vehicle with Sergeant Prince. Prince is in the turret, and we're slowly creeping up a hill, and Prince tells me to stop, tells us to stop, so Cole stops the vehicle.
What's that there? Yeah, Roger, be advised, 3-2 Alpha has eyes on possible IED. Over.
Really? Another IED?
This is right here, I'm moving it.
Yeah.
Is it this little paper bag thing?
Yeah, it's a paper bag thing.
Yeah, with the fucking wires wrapped on it?
Yeah.
Who called that?
Yeah, Roger, 2-1 Bravo, be advised, Prince has eyes on.
That's a good fucking spot.
Hey, good job, Prince. I wouldn't even seen that, man.
I saw Prince.
We finally get a call from battalion telling us to hold tight, EOD's on the way. We decided to set up 360 security around the IED.
2-1 Bravo, 3-6, over. Where'd you go, 2-1 Bravo? Hey, you went to 2-7 element and see if I can get some of you guys to push to the high ground to provide security. Over. Right, good copy. Two-1 Bravo's 3-6. Let me know when you guys get set in. Right,
that's a good copy.
I heard an RPG over our heads.
RPG! Hey, we gotta go.
3-6, be advised that that RPG hit about 30 meters from us. Right? We're going to push up, then we're going to try to get a clear view across the river. How copy?
Hammy, come on. Let's go. Come on.
Hey, Brett! Hey, they'll shoot from the other side of the river. Hey, look on the other side. Gunner, hey, go grab some ammo from the truck. Hey, hurry up.
Damn it, show me some movement.
All right, now there's buildings up there. There's buildings up there. Okay, all right. We're in this dangerous situation. You got 3 IEDs that are daisy-chained together, and the triggerman's out there still somewhere. At any point in time, they could set these off.
3-6, 2-1 Bravo.
Hey, 3-6, go ahead.
Roger 3-6, be advised that there's some buildings up here that we're gonna have to clear. Once we get them cleared, let's try to establish a clear line of sight on that road over Washington to the rest of the convoy. How copy?
Hey, Roger, I copy all. Don't push too far into that village,
All right, no, I'm right behind you. All right.
Is it clear?
See anything?
All clear.
All right. You see anything? All right, let's move to the next one. Now, see that clearing right there? We can see over the road. I'm taking over here. Hammy, come over here. Sit up right there.
Roger, be advised, we're setting in position. How copy?
Hey, Prince, you got eyes on those guys over there? Hey, make sure you're watching down in that group of trees.
Hey, sir, across the way. Hey, moving on the roof. What?
You good? Thomas, you good? All right. Hey, we got a guy on the roof. Hey, Amy, get up here. No, right across the river. Right on the roof.
3-6, be advised, directly to our right, we have some villages. It looks like there's an individual on the roof. We'll keep you advised of the situation. How copy?
Roger that, 2-1 Bravo. Good copy.
He does not look like a local Afghan.
I think he has a weapon. Let me see. No, he has a weapon. All right. You got a clean shot. You get him?
I got him.
2-1 Bravo, 3-6. Hey, EOD's clear. We're ready to move out. Get your guys and move back down to the ridge. 3-6 out.
And finally, EOD shows up. You know, we're briefing Juan, hey, we just got hit, twice. We need you to take care of this ID so we can get out of here.
EOD's up. We're ready. Yep, let's get going. Yeah.
It's a good thing that Sergeant Prince spotted the IED, because with that, he saved a lot of damn lives.
Damn.
That was like actual.
Yeah, that looked like the actual charge. Yeah.
From the point of us loading up and actually arriving in Metterlong, I bet we stopped like 6 or 7 times due to the damage that the RPGs did on the vehicles.
I remember we used one of the medics' surgical tape for
taping the brake lines.
For taping the brake lines, and we made it through. So talking about adapting, overcoming.
I specifically remember thinking, gosh damn it, can't you just leave us alone?
Right. Give us a day. Yeah, give us a day.
Can you just leave me alone for one day?
Yeah.
Let me go do this.
Yeah.
And then you can jack with me all you want after that. All you want. Yeah. But yeah, they wouldn't let up.
One of the things that Damon did was he went out with the interpreter by himself without his guys. Finally got to the point where the interpreter was very nervous. He didn't even like it. And so his wife called me and said, hey, I think you need to talk to your son. He's kind of putting himself in harm's way. And so the next time he called, I talked to him and I said, hey, I know you're trying to bridge the gap and you're trying to be a good soldier, but, you know, we just want you home. We don't want you getting hurt. And he said, yeah, I know, Dad, but, you know, this is something I have to do to show trust. So he did what he believed in. As a result, we found out at the funeral that 350 Afghan leaders and village people came to his sending off because he did touch them.
A couple weeks after Damon died, I was told that Lieutenant Lehan was not going to be replaced. We were completely satisfied with this. We had created that family and didn't want anybody else in it. We were going to fight with what we had, and we were going to continue on and get the mission done.
When Lehan got killed, it was the first time we had lost somebody. A lot of us, and to include me, wanted that revenge to go out and kick some ass and get them back. But at the same time, you know, being in a leadership role, I had to make sure that everybody stayed calm, cool, and collective as a team.
The 2nd platoon was going to conduct a KLE somewhere towards Alshane, D.C. I'm on the cop for QRF, and we get a call saying seconds, you know, hit an IED.
32 is 36. 3632, go ahead. Hey, get you guys out, and then let's push on the east side of this little brush right here through the corn. See if we can spot this guy.
Camera rolling?
Yeah, I just started it up again.
Yeah.
Let's give him a brief. Just want to welcome everybody to Damn Sure Bad Afghanistan. Got Daniel Marquez on station with me. Just had an IED blast. We're going to try to find this little horde ninja down here at the cord. Shoot his fucking ass off. Let's shoot him.
Shit's going to be crazy.
Hey, Sergeant Prince. Yeah. You got that incendiary?
Yeah.
Just let me have it. Hey, we're gonna go in there. Not directional.
All right, let's move.
Look at the size of the hole.
Gosh, damn, it's a big one. Dude, no wonder we couldn't find it. It was damn dug underneath the asphalt. Hey, see if we can spot the wire. You know, the money comes from America to pay these Afghan contractors to build these roads. But at the same time, the Taliban uses their funds and power to come in and have these construction workers put these IEDs in the road as they're paving over it. You know, there's little to no chance to even be able to know that they're under there. All right, hey, push out. See if we can find the end of the wire.
Roger, you got to spread out a little bit. Hey, you guys let me know if you see anything on the ground.
3-6, be advised, we have eyes on your element as you're moving through the cornfield.
Roger, I'll copy y'all. 3-6 out.
Hey, you guys stay spread out. Sir, this looks like the end of it.
If that's the end of it, he can't be too far off. He could be right out there in that corn.
Hey, when we push through this corn, y'all try to be quiet so we can hear this guy moving. Hey, make sure you guys stay spread out. All right, hey, just push up to the edge. Let's stop right here.
You guys stay spread out.
That's A&A. That's my A&A.
I wish we could make it down to that creek down there. They're gonna fucking draw us down there. They're gonna fucking hit us. Pulling on the second plate.
3-6, be advised that there is smoke coming from the village. I'm not sure if it's an indicator of negative activity, but I want you to be cautious that we have eyes on as well. I'll copy.
Fire fucking signal. Go in a little bit more.
The A&A just keep walking out into the open.
You like to think that the people that are leading your counterpart A&A forces are on your side, but who's to say? Who's to say who they're taking money from? Who's to say who their allegiances are to?
Hey, sir, should we follow? Sir, are we going?
No. Hey, we're not pushing any farther. This is bait for an ambush. To advance any further through the corn was just not tactically a good idea, in my opinion, so we pulled back and didn't go any further.
We want to fight on our terms. We don't want to fight below our strength.
After being in Afghanistan for nearly 6 months, you could really start to feel the bond that had been created.
You've already weeded out all the guys that are too scared, that have made it known that they don't want any part of the fighting. What's left is brothers, and that's it.
We would have these late night family talks on the Hescos, just making fire pits and kind of reflecting. Sergeant Colson found his appetite on every mission we went and was always managing to find food somehow. Sergeant Prince, a canine officer back in the States, even adopts this puppy.
Well, there's Prince with his new puppy.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. You big dummy.
Prince found his canine unit.
Look, Scrooge is there.
But you could never shake the feeling that that one big mission was right around the corner.
Operation Brass Monkey was going to be one of the largest missions that we were going to do.
When me and my platoon sergeant seen the plan that they had just came up with and where we were going to be, we immediately felt like we were at extreme disadvantage.
Just in case you all don't see this, it was good knowing all of you. Megan, I love you. Jesse, I hope you don't die too.
You'll be all right.
The first night that we were planning to get picked up and brought out there, we were told the mission was canceled. So I passed it out to all the guys, hey, stand down, we're canceled. Then the next day we hear, hey, it's back on. You guys are going tonight. Spin everybody back up, hey, we're going tonight, get ready. And sure enough, it got canceled again. The battalion commander said it's done, we're not going. And I remember going and laying down to sleep that night, just kind of relaxed. Nothing to worry about. It was either 5:30 or 6 in the morning. Sergeant Duff beats on the door. The mission's back on. Here's the time the birds are gonna be here to pick you up.
Ultimately, the goal of the mission was to clear the valley.
We knew there was Taliban in the area, wanted to locate them and take their arms away from them.
Basically, we were going into no man's land.
We were going back into a place that no American forces had ever been before.
Go, 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 go. Nice, spread out, all right? Go, take breath. Take breath. Keep going, keep going. Right there.
Signed up for.
My bird landed in our position further to the northeast, and my platoon sergeant and his guys landed lower in the valley.
Hey, our grid is 92698.
The plan was, once we hit the ground, set up 360 security and hold tight until daybreak.
Hey, Johnson, you're scanning over there, right? Scan from here to there. Hill, you scan from there to there.
As daybreak was approaching and light was coming, we instantly got a worse feeling because now we could actually see the type of terrain we had just been dropped in. So I sent two of my guys down to the edges to find a way down the cliff.
Look how steep that shit is.
Straight down right there.
Dude, there's no way we're getting to the bottom of that.
And they came back and they was like, sir, there's no way. You know, there's no way we're getting down this.
The new Taliban and then the real Taliban?
This is the Haqqani network here. You have the Haqqani network and you have some Taliban offshoots and just freaking thugs. And then, no, we're battling the Haqqani network. We haven't fought the Haqqani network yet. There are 4 JPELD targets in this area alone. JPELD means they got a hit out on their head. And in this area alone, there are 4. So yeah, keep down and keep your eyes open too. I have no idea what's out this back way.
I remember sitting in a valley talking with somebody, and we came to the conclusion that, you know, if we die here, the worst part of dying for us is that the hair on our arms won't raise up at our funeral when they play the national anthem.
Hey, John, anything? No news is good news.
Let's get him.
T1 Bravo.
You see right between those trees? Big rock on that ridge?
Yeah.
Just to the right of it.
Yeah, I can see it.
If we can get over to that, I bet we can make it up that side. Roger 3-6. From what I'm seeing, got vertical danger areas. There's no way we're going to be able to get through this way. Right?
We can back up with 3-3. We're going to move back to your location. Over.
Roger, that's a good copy. 3-6 out.
And then just kind of out of nowhere, this little fella comes up out of the riverbed.
Hey, sir, we got a kid coming up out of the riverbed.
Hey, bring him right over here. Hey, Gunner, go grab the turf.
Hey, Prince, go ahead and bring that kid up here.
Hey, ask him where he's from. Ask him where he came from. He just so happens to be from the village we're going to.
He spoke perfect English. He's like, just go down this little goat trail, you know, there's a riverbed and you can cross there.
You never really know who your friends and enemies are. The country's entirely corrupt at every level. Generations of people who know nothing but war, you know, and they're very self-serving.
And the boy takes my other two guys back down there and he shows them how he got up. So they come back to me and like, yeah, sir, we can make it down there. You know, it's gonna be tough and dangerous, but you know, if we have to go, this is the only way we're gonna be able to go.
3-2, 3-2 is 3-6.
3-6, 3-2, go ahead.
Hey, be advised, I need you guys full security on this side. Myself and 3-3 are gonna make our way down this side. Over.
Hey, Jordan, keep eyes on that riverbed. They're going to go ahead and move through.
What do you say? Just telling, be ready and wait for my order. Hey, Sunburn. Hey, they said get ready and wait for the order.
36 Romeo 37. Can you just relay Taliban and other enemy traffic break?
They were calling out where we were, how many guys we had. They pointed out that we were in 2 different locations.
Three two is 3-6.
3-6, 3-2, go ahead.
Hey, be advised, we all made it to the bottom. We're gonna push up on this other side. Once we get set in, I'll have you guys start moving this way.
3-2, roger.
Hey, be advised, we're picking up a lot of radio traffic from LOVI. Break.
They're calling out locations on our movement. So make sure you guys get a head on a swivel and get ready. Over.
What do you say? We can take a lot of ammunition from the house. Hey, Sergeant Byrne, they're getting the ammunition from the house right now.
Hey, this is Aero 36, go ahead.
Roger, 3-6, just let us know when you're set in. We'll conduct movement to the riverbed, over.
We're set in, you guys go ahead and move this way.
Roger, 3-2, we're moving. Over.
It's good copy, 3-6 out.
Sergeant Floyd sent me up front. I took point of our element, and Sergeant Prince took up the trail.
Yep, we got a guy.
Where at?
See, the very tip top, just to the right of that, we got a guy.
Looks like he has a weapon, light, is that so? I can't tell if this guy's got a weapon or not. Hey, Sunburn, he's got a weapon. It looked like an RPG. Hey, your rifle.
gun in your sights?
There's a slab of rock he's hiding under.
36, go ahead. Roger, we'll come up.
We're not going to get any closer standing here.
833 is 36, 32 is ready. Whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and push up.
Hey, let's roll out. Come on! Fluid.
There's stuff lying over my head and a camelback landing in front of me. So I knew something bad happened, and
Get behind some cover.
3233. First check, get by. Direct hit, direct hit.
Pick these guys up. Come on. Roger. Pick these guys up and move them. Let's go. Dude 03 Hector 28, move it down the ridge, approximately 150 meters in a large group of trees. Grab that weapon. Dolman, I need you to stop his bleeding as soon as I got it. Let's go, boys. Move. Move. Move, move, move. Hey, LT, I'll show you right where I saw him. Where, man? That RPG came from that fucking big rock face 100 meters. Straight it right there, right there. It came right on top of that big rock. All right, let's get some mortars down here. Mortars. I got one left. Anybody with mortars? Anybody with mortars, bring them down. You got a mortar in your pack, get it out! Hey, Alex. Anybody with mortars, bring them down. 176 meters. Hey, Alex.
At a 263 degrees, be advised, we just laid a 60
320's on that motherfucker. 320, go up. Stay right there, I got more rounds. Hey, up 10 meters, up 10 meters. You fastest remember. Hey.
Hey, keep your eyes on that road over there. Sounds like they have reinforcements on their way. We're spread pretty thin, and if they come at us, they got us.
Oh, I know.
Roger, from that last impact, move up the ridge approximately 50 to 60 meters.
All right, no more mortars. No more mortars, cease fire.
Bombs inbound!
Once the engagement went into a lull, gave me the ability to assess casualties a little bit better.
Let's get a head count. Keep going, brother. Keep going. Almost there.
Maxon.
Almost there. Almost
2.
there. Keep
7.
going. Keep going.
Let's go, guys. Keep moving.
Guys.
Smith.
Keep going. Almost there.
McKean. Let's go all the way up.
Keep going, guys. You're almost there. Almost there. Almost there, dude.
Torres.
Almost there.
Sherlock.
Almost there.
Fuck, I'm missing one.
Watch up there, watch up there. Got it? Yeah. There you go.
Hey, start getting that wrist line up top. We got somebody up here. Hey, what's up? I'll relay. Hey, Sergeant Prince is hit. Hell, gunshot or what? What? What's up? How's he hurt?
Alex and I, we took off kind of back that direction and started looking for Prince, but that's the guy that I was missing.
Where's he at? Fuck.
3632, I need you down here now, over.
And I take off running down to where Floyd's at.
Gunner, start calling the 994 right now. Gunner, make it quick. 3736, want me to copy 99?
I come around kind of a corner, and Floyd's standing right up in the middle of the trail. Then I stop. You know, he's just looking at me with a blank stare on his face, and he, you know, he said Prince is dead, and he's falling off the side.
Say again? The fuck just pulled him out. He's fucking dead? Yes. I'm going back to camp as soon as it's all right? We're gonna be southwest, 150 meters down the ridgeline, large group of trees. Is this now right beside him? Ground conveyor's call sign, Juliet Bravo.
You doing all right? Just calm down. Remember your training. Just let the rounds fly, all right? Sorry, Prince. You can't worry about that now. All right? Right now, we gotta make sure you get home.
You ready, brother?
Yeah, I got hit some frag and took my leg out.
Hey guys, we gotta move. We got somewhere out, all right?
We took a few minutes. I got a team together. And I said, all right, as soon as this bomb hits them, we're going to, a group of us are going to go down and get Prince.
203, Hector 28, cleared hot. After the first Justin bomb, Lee Carlson, Alex is gonna go down and get Prince. Roger that. I'll go over watching. Continue to drop orders the entire time we're down there. Roger that. Hey, I'm going with you. I'm leaving my kit right here. Hey, get this off. Get this off. Suck it up. All right. Let me suck it up. All right. Copy that. Sir, one mic you'll be in. This may be danger close. Hey, one mic. We got a bomb inbound. Hey, 3-3. I need you to continue with that 9 line. I need it ASAP. You need to tell the birds they need to be escorted out here. We got an enemy within 200 meters of our location. Roger. Line 1. Whiskey Delta, 9-1, 449er, 52884. Break. Line 2. Arrow 36 Romeo, 47.5. Line 8, US, soldier. Fight now.
Hey man, hey, stay with it, stay with it. What do you gotta do? What's the next thing you gotta do?
I got this.
What's the next thing you gotta do?
I got this.
Tell me what it is out loud, say it.
Make sure everybody's safe and I get the 9 line called in and we get the bird.
Is the 9 line done?
Roger.
What's the next thing you gotta do?
Make sure that.
Hey, don't flag your weapon, okay? Who do you gotta make sure is okay?
I gotta make sure Max and Tevis and Sergeant Ford are okay.
Where are they?
They're down there where they were hit. LT's checking on them now.
Okay, so you need to go back there. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Roger.
Okay. Are you good to go back there?
Roger, sir.
You sure?
Yes. 3736 Romeo, go ahead.
Roger, say again, line 1 and line 8, over.
Roger. Line 1, Whiskey Delta, 9-1-452, 52885. Line 8, US
9 line's called up.
3736, go ahead.
It's bomb inbound. Get down.
Even shoot 4 more rockets. They're gonna shoot 4 more rockets. 4 more rockets.
Hey! Stop. Hey, LLBI says we got 4 more RPGs inbound, all right? SWC's coming on station now. Dude, Hector 2-8.
The guys knew that by going down to get Prince, that they themselves may not make it back up. It didn't matter. You're never going to leave your brother behind.
You know, worse, if an RPG did hit us, we just, deal with it after it happened.
Come on, come on. I'm gonna hit that shit already. Tell me, put enough fucking men. Hey, bomb inbound, come on! There it is! Good 3, good bombs, good bombs! Hey, hold this rocket. Hey, save your ammo! Save your ammo! Let's go get him! Let's go get him! Let's move. Hey, we're going down to get him. Watch out. Dude, be advised, we're currently got kick shooting mortars.
I got comms, I'm gonna go.
Roger that.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go down and get him. Stay spread. LT, stay in the middle.
Hey, spread out, all right? Spread out, stay spread. And wait, if he shoots it again, he only gets one of us. Stay spread. Hey, Sunburn, they're preparing for another attack right now. They think they're heroes now and they're gonna hit us again.
Hey, 3637, they're going in for another attack.
You got security.
You gotta get out of this area, guys.
We can get that Burns and drop the hoist right here.
Frag his kid with the radio on?
No, I'm moving to the corn, out of this way. Out of this area, all right?
You might need to know a guy down here.
We need another guy down here. Send one more guy down here.
Alex, take the weapons, all right?
Hey, we gotta get his kit. Where's his rifle? Up my way? On up. Yep. Right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's just 4 guys. We need another guy down here now.
Hey, oh, get another guy.
We need 2 guys. 2 guys down here now.
Hey, hurry up. Come on, brother.
Yeah, I got you. It's not going down. Yeah, I got you.
Fuckers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I gotta move spots.
Hey, give me another guy up here. Go, split up the side. Just bust on that. Good.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, brother. 1, 2, 3. Bombs inbound! Got it! Okay, 2, 3.
Hey, Sergeant Byrne. Sounds like they got somebody with that bomb.
Hey, tell 3-6 there's a flag up in those fucking trees, a white flag. Up right below those rocks right there, just below in that tree line, there's a white flag. Hey, fucking, here, you grab one side, I grab the other. Go, let's do a break for a second, I get security. 2, 3.
Specialist Gunter. Here, First Sergeant. Sergeant First Class Byrne. Here, First Sergeant. Sergeant Prince. Sergeant Michael Prince. Sergeant Michael Lee Prince.
Sergeant Prince, you were a husband, a father, a friend to many, and will always be a brother to us. You will never be forgotten, brother. Thank you for the time and the memories you spent with us.
When's the last time you've seen any of them come by?
آخری وقت کله چې دلته راغلی اوس تاسو زه ته
We were all smoked mentally, physically, emotionally. But I think what defined us, having lost those two guys, we still were able to maintain that certain level of professionalism. You know, we're going to finish this. It's not going to be in vain. You know, that just kind of solidifies the bond, man. The brotherhood. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it.
You know, it was a shitty place to have to live for, you know, a year, but it was our place, you know, and we owned it, and I'd be lying as well if I said that I didn't miss it. For as sucky as it was our suck. Yeah. And you woke up every day knowing what your suck was, you know, and more importantly, who is going to go through your suck with you.
Yeah, what was the saying? There's no stronger bond than shared pain.
Well, that's sure true.
Couldn't be any more true.
Yeah. I'll see you, man.
See you.
You good, man?
Sir, I'll see you. Always good seeing you.
You too.
All right, take care, guys.
See you, man.
Get in a little tighter. There's no way for me to express how important it is that I get to look you in the eye and talk to you today. Okay. So what I want to tell you is that term citizen soldier and what it means.
What did you see yourself doing in the service?
Now think about 1775, when Boston is under siege and the redcoats are coming, and Paul Revere gets on his horse and rides through the countryside saying the British are coming, the British are coming, all right? And blacksmiths and innkeepers drop their hammer, drop their plates and towels and bedding, drop what they're doing and move to the green at Lexington and Concord to meet an enemy that would threaten their communities. We've been doing this stuff since 1636, all right? The citizen soldier has been alive since 1636, over 370 years. I tell you this whole story because I need you. Your state needs you and your community needs you. right? We need you to choose to keep the title citizen soldier. There is something noble, something honorable, something romantic about that term. And I just hope that you guys take that term citizen soldier with you till the day you die.
Brother, you gotta stand upright, right. You came with to come alive. Just trying to get some sleep. The long and restless nights through darkness, it's the torch you have to keep.
What's up? This is Roach on this episode of MTV Cribs. As you can see, we're remodeling right now. Ain't got much. Got a bunch of grenades. Got my gun. Got a machine gun with fucking thermals. Got a nice big rock wall. There's a hot tub down there. There's a pool down there, a little creek thing.
Oh shit, we're recording. Do a dance.
Oh shit! Break it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Goody.
Pissed off guitar player. He sounds like shit.
I tend to the dark, lying cloaked with insight. To defend this heart, we must cut like knives. So wait for me on wounded knee, cut from thee, oh so faithfully. And when the light goes out, it's the touch, it's the touch, it's the touch that shines on. And when the light goes out, it's the touch, it's the touch, it's the touch that shines on.
Why should I lie when it's cold by my side? And how can I live when you're supposed to die?